Done decorating, you'll need some sweet treats for that beautiful table. And this morning, it doesn't have to be a menu that's bad for you. Let's send it over to Mark in the kitchen.
All right, thanks. Hey, I've already been having a good time visiting with Christina Ross here from Natural Child World Magazine. Now I want to let you in on the conversation. We've been talking nutrition over here, kind of whispering in the background, how to get rid of some of the fatty desserts and stuff and the things that are loaded with sugar during the holidays and replace them with stuff that's everybody's good.
Yes. Well, one way that we do that is by using nuts instead of processed flours.
Right.
So I use things like cashews, almonds, and dates as a binder, as a natural sugar substitute.
And these things, people know these individually, they're delicious.
Yeah, absolutely.
They love the flavor, so if you can substitute them in.
And when you combine them into a dessert, you take all of those delicious flavors and it just enhances one another. So by adding things like vanilla extract or a honey to it, the flavors marry so well together, especially when you add chocolate to it.
Okay, yeah, exactly, when you add the chocolate. Well, let's make something here. We'll continue to talk. Tell me about Natural Child World Magazine here while we're making stuff.
Absolutely. So this is a modern lifestyle parenting sustainability magazine. So we have everything from lifestyle tips and recipes in there. My column, Love Fed, is in there, and also additional recipes at lovefed.com. And the magazine basically has everything from really modern sustainable furniture to modern sustainable diapers, anything that you would need as a parent, but from infant all the way up to grown kids. So.
Beautiful. Okay, we'll talk more about that in a second. What would you like to make?
So right here we have a pecan pie, and this one is not baked, so it's just all made using a food processor.
Okay.
And so basically I just took cashews, and if you want to press that down all along the side, that makes our crust. It's cashews, vanilla beans, and a little bit of maple syrup to make it bind together.
So it's holding together really well.
Yes,
I'll say that first off. So you know you're going to be able to cut that up into squares later on.
Absolutely.
It's not going to fall apart on you.
Or you can scoop it with an ice cream scoop and get these little bottom bases that I'm going to use for a baby cake recipe.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I'll show you. And then right here is just date paste, and it's basically dates. You could spread that all around. You just want to make a layer. You just want to take some dates in a food processor with a little bit of water and a little bit of vanilla bean, and it makes this really nice paste that you can use in anything. You can use it as a stuffing for a different dessert recipe, or here we're going to use it as that middle layer on the pecan pie.
Okay, the temptation here is to want to lick your fingers while you're doing this, because this is all gooey and good.
And it's all ready to eat from the moment that you take it out of the package. Every ingredient's a whole food.
And you really are into really whole and dense foods that are dense in nutrition, right?
Yes, absolutely. And I try to balance out some of the density, like a lot of the unbaked desserts contain a lot of nuts. We try to balance it out with more fruits and seeds as well, adding things like flaxseed and chia seeds too.
Look at me over here taking this so seriously. You're talking, I go, look, I have to please the pretty woman. I have to make that my dessert has to look perfect so that she'll like me.
The Picasso
There we go. That's a pathetic old guy. Okay, here we go. All right.
Well, I like any man that's in the kitchen.
Well, okay. That was easier than I thought then.
Any man willing to work in the kitchen.
Okay.
So here we go. And then the pecans, you can make it as pretty as you like and line them all up if you prefer. But
you kind of took your time over here, but here we can just...
Depends on how much time you have before a party.
Now that I know all you really care about is that I'm in the kitchen, not going to worry about being an artist anymore.
It has to taste good.
There you go.
Beautiful. And then
look at that.
You could eat it just as is, or you could set it in the fridge for maybe 20 minutes for it to firm up a little bit like this.
That would probably be a little bit easier for it to firm up.
Yeah.
I'm just guessing. Okay.
And then, so right here is basically just take your nice sharp knife.
Oh, I was so afraid you weren't going to cut me.
And then voila, you just have a perfect pecan pie. And basically you can serve this in a pie dish if you preferred. Or you can serve it just like that.
Just like that? Okay. Well, I'm going to take a little nibble of that while you talk to me about the next thing.
Okay, so the next thing is the same crust that we use for the pecan pie.
Oh,
and
that's so good.
I just took some strawberries, and we're going to squirt a little lemon on there. With the strawberries, I use this tool right here. Basically, if you stick that in there, you can pull the hull out.
And my hands are a little sticking out, but you don't care anymore.
No problem.
Hey, you do what now?
So you stick the tool in there, and you're going to
straight in?
pull it. Yep. Well, open it up
first.
first.
Open it up first.
Yep. And then
stick it in.
Pull it out. And then that basically leaves a hollow center.
Maybe I didn't put it in front. There we go. There we go. Wow.
And then you just want to stick your finger in there and smash it open.
And then put it up. Yep. Okay. Just like so.
And it's that simple.
Voila.
We're macerating these berries. And you want to do as many as you like to fill on top of here. And we're going to add a little bit of sweetener today. So I'm going to use a little bit of maple syrup just to get a little bit of the juices flowing in here.
Look at that. That's a very cool thing.
And you don't even need to add any additional additional sweetener to this dessert. It's already in there between the strawberries and a dash of maple and a little bit of lemon to bring some brightness. And basically all we're going to do is take some of these strawberries, place it on top here, and then add a little bit of this whipped cream if you want to give that a go on top of the ones
Of course I do.
And this whipped cream, I have to tell you, it's soy-based, and it's a non-GMO soy, so it's GMO verified, and basically this would substitute any regular heavy whipped cream. And this one
Look at us working in the kitchen, just like an old team here. Look at that.
There we go. And then we can add a little more nutrition to this, actually, by adding... The kids won't know, by the way, that this is extra nutrition. These look like sprinkles, but they're actually chia seeds.
I was going to ask if those are chia seeds.
So we just take a few of these, sprinkle it on top.
And you have extra nutrition.
Extra nutrition. And you don't want to forget the chocolate. This is the pure cacao bean from the tree. You can crack that open. Looks almost like coffee beans, but it's not.
Right on the top.
Just sprinkle it right on top.
Christina, we got to go, but all the recipes are where?
They're at lovefed.com and also at naturalchildworld.com under the column LoveFed.
Lovefed.com. Very good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Pleasure meeting you.
Pleasure.
We'll see you again soon. You're from right up in Venice Beach.
Yes.
You're going to come down and visit more often.
Absolutely.
Love it. All right.